Hey guys, Andy Tran here with the InnerBark Outdoors channel. I am here doing a virtual SHOT Show video with Kyle from Worksharp. Unfortunately, we're not able to do everything in person, but we have the next best thing. Kyle, take it away.
Hey guys, Kyle at Worksharp here, coming to you from our workshop. You might be familiar with it from our YouTube series. Wanting to answer some questions that Andy's got and have some fun with you guys.
Awesome. So you guys have some additions and also some new stuff for 2021. How about we start going into that a little bit?
Sure. So 2021 is going to bring about a couple exciting things that we're doing. One you might be already familiar with. We've already launched the Precision Adjust Knife Sharpener. It's got the tri-abrasive technology on it. And one of the things we've heard right out of the gate about the tri-abrasive is we want more options when it comes to what abrasive options we have. So right now, out of the box, you're going to get a 320 coarse diamond that rotates over to a 600, and then that'll progress down from that diamond plate to a fine ceramic. And while you can get a pretty darn sharp, near polished edge with this tri-abrasive, people want even more. So we've heard that loud and clear already, and we're going to work. Hopefully sometime in October, you can expect what those offerings will be. We still don't know exactly what we're locking into for that. We're still gathering intel on that. So if you've got ideas, keep throwing them our way. What you want to see with this, we see those comments. And we gather that feedback, and we'll put that towards figuring out how do we develop what's next for the Precision Adjust.
Awesome. And so COVID obviously has put a hamper on pretty much every single business, and Worksharp's not really immune to that. So how did that affect your production during this time?
Yeah, it's hit everybody pretty hard. It's definitely been a part of why we're out of stock right now in the Precision Adjust. One, we knew it was going to be a good product, but man, has the response been overwhelmingly positive. So that's definitely a key factor in that. But also parts have been just hard to get out of the port for not only ourselves, but like you said, lots of manufacturers out there. So we've had to struggle a little bit to keep our lines running, not because we don't want to be there, but because we just haven't had the parts. And now that we do have the parts, we're working overtime. So we're working Saturdays. We're making sure that we're trying to get those shelves filled as quick as possible. And we're anticipating having our Precision Adjust on shelves with all of our retail partners February 1st. So soon, next.
Awesome. And for people that aren't familiar of where they could find this on store shelves, can you give us a good place to try and find that stuff?
Yeah, if you're wanting to go into a store, we're partnered with Cabela's, a lot of your bigger ones, Bass Pro, Sportsman's Warehouse. If you're looking to stay online, obviously we're on Amazon. You can also go to sharpeningsupplies.com. They've been a great partner with us through this struggle to keep up. They're taking pre-orders on the Precision Adjust as well. And you just Google Precision Adjust Worksharp, and you can probably find someone near you that'll have it in stock.
Awesome. And for people who might not be initiated with the product already, what are some of the key features before we move on?
Yeah. So I mentioned the tri-abrasive before that rotates around. You've also got this lead screw. I don't know if you can see that very well, but the lead screw will adjust from 30 to 15 degrees, and you just set that where you want it, and you've got your single degree increments over here on the other side. So you can really adjust in on exactly what angle you want on your knife. The other nice thing that I like is this rod and clamp style. So this rod is actually magnetic and removes out. So you're not stuck with this cumbersome thing in your way as you're trying to work on your knife. The clamp is also removable. So everything's really easy to get to. It features this clamp that, get my knife out here. You just fit your knife right into, just like that, and then run it parallel. And run it down, and that quick you're loaded up, throw it in, and you're off and running. Throw in your rod just like that, and you're ready to go. It's that simple to get set up to start sharpening at whatever angle you've selected for your knife. So ergonomically, super simple to get set up and get to sharpen in. and then the repeatability of this sharpener is what I really think is setting it apart from sharpeners we've had in the past or the other sharpeners in its class that are out there. It's just easy, quick setup, sharp, and you're off and running. So I can't say enough about this one. It's been a home run for us here in the building, and obviously out there in the consumer world as well.
Awesome. And then it looks like to flip the blade, it's as easy as popping it out and then flipping it and then putting it back
Actually, it's even easier than that. So there's this little white tab right here that tells you when you're, I'll go ahead and throw this in real quick again. You can, on like a longer knife, pull the magnetic base out and flip it if you need to. But what I really like on like your smaller EDCs, I don't know if you can see this still, but there's a button in the back here that I'm pushing on, and then that just rotates right over, and you're off and doing the other side. So both work fine. Designed to work this way with your EDC knives, shorter blades. But if you've got a big long blade, you can either move yourself out to the edge of a table and clear it that way, or you can even just pull it right out and put it right back in. Obviously, be careful because you've got an exposed blade here grabbing a hold of. But honestly, in comparison to the systems that are out there that you might be familiar with, it's a pretty simple process to get set up and get going on sharpening your knives, for sure.
Beautiful. And so for 2021, you guys also kind of revamped one of your classic products. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, if you're familiar with the original Knife and Tool Sharpener, or the KTS as we call it around here, we are doing a Mark II version of that. So all the things you love about your KTS currently, plus a few more features that we've added to it. Basically, same story as with the Precision Adjust Knife Sharpener, where we've taken feedback from our customers and what they'd like to see in the product. We've taken all that feedback and put it into the Mark II of the KTS. So what you're going to see with that is you're still going to have your two angles of 20 and 25 degrees, but it's just a toggle switch that you're going to flip to go between those two angles, and it's just going to move that angle from a 25 to a 20 and back and forth, making it really simple to switch between those two angles. We've also got variable speed, which you had on your original. This one's going to have that as well, where you can lock it in between high speed for doing tools and things like that, and then a low speed, which is actually a little bit slower than the original KTS for sharpening knives as well. So it's really gentle with those abrasive belts on your knives as well. Awesome.
And what are some of the features that you're most excited about for it?
For me, I am stoked about the leather line guides on the sharpener. It makes it a super gentle experience with it. And one of the things that I personally struggled with on the KTS when I first started sharpening with it is it didn't have a front guide on it like the Ken Onion does, where you just set it on that front guide and pull through and just hold it on there, almost like a training wheel. That we've incorporated into the Mark II as well. So there's a front guide to help you get a consistent bevel all the way across the knife. You can also flip it down and get it out of your way. If you're used to using your KTS now, you don't have to have it. But if you're someone like me that needs the training wheels, I appreciate it. And then just that proven belt technology is still there as well. We've got the coarse belt, which is a 80 grit belt. And that's going to be something that you can pull the angle guide off. And then you've just got this cassette now that you can rotate forward. And then you can take that and you can start sharpening things like shovels. You can take care of your lawnmower blades. Anything that you can get your sharpener to, you can then address with the sharpener. That's something that people loved about the original. We kept that in this one. And then we've also got a medium 220 grit for, that first step on a knife if it needs some real maintenance on it. We've got the 220 version, and then the fine 6,000 grit, which I pretty much leave on my KTS all the time for just touching up your knives and for finishing off a sharpening process.
Awesome. Now you did mention Ken Onion, and so you're pulling some features from that. Is the price point going to stay similar for this version, or are we changing up?
So the Ken Onion edition is a bit more than the KTS currently, and no, the price point for the the Mach 2 version of the KTS is going to be, I want to say, within the $10 range of what it is currently. So we're trying to aim at keeping you at that same price point that you're used to seeing it at, but packing in some extra features. So more bang for your buck for sure.
Awesome. And I'm sorry, did you mention when the Mach 2 was going to come out for that?
I don't think I did. Thanks. March 1st is when we're anticipating the launch of that. So it'll be in stores, full throttle, ready to go for you guys March 1st.
Awesome. And where can someone go to find more information about your sharpener products?
Come to our website. That's worksharptools.com. We've got a ton of information on whatever product you want to take a look at. And then you can also go to our YouTube channel. That's Worksharp Tools, the workshop. Every week we're putting out content that addresses how to sharpen your knife, some fun that we've had with some trickier knives that are out there. We take deep dives into some of our products, like the Ken Onion Elite Edition or the Precision Adjust. And we also are always taking feedback from our consumers as well, as far as what they want to see, what's challenging out there. So we're really trying to hook in and listen and be a place you can come to with your sharpening questions. And we'll try to get back to you with content that answers those questions as well. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Cal, for hopping on this video chat with me and talking about your new products. I really appreciate it, and it was very informative.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
See you guys.